thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Well, folks, it is the final weekend before the international break. And it's a weekend where Arsenal could go top if they beat West Ham tomorrow. And if Liverpool do not beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We're going to have all the previews and all the information you need on this final Premier League weekend before the international break coming up in just a tick. So here we go.
Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again. Walking in the footsteps of giants. Incredible! I do not believe my eyes. This is extraordinary. Greatness awaits.
Good evening, everybody, folks, and welcome back aboard to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I'll bring you the watch along tonight, folks, for AFC Bournemouth take on Fulham live in the Premier League. If you do are watching on replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on stream, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and thank you very much indeed, folks, to everybody who's joining us here today in the kickoff. It's coming your way at 8 o'clock for Bournemouth, who take on Fulham. Kickoff, once again, is at 8 o'clock, Bournemouth against Fulham. It is your Friday night football on this, once again, your final Premier League weekend before the international break. Yes, folks, after today, there is an international break. So, yeah, Bournemouth against Fulham on your Friday night action. Welcome aboard, and I hope you're all doing well. Do make sure we are smashing a like once again. Do make sure we are smashing a like. Hit that subscribe button if you are new, and let us know who's going to win on the poll. We've got one vote so far, and that one vote is backing a draw. Okay. So I'll just wait a minute for you guys to all get in here, because I noticed that there's not many of you in here. Maybe a bit of a lazy Friday for you all. Normally I would be taking a lazy Friday today. I mean, obviously the weekend is a bit different for me. So yeah, I'll just give you guys a second to get in, and then we'll explain what's going on. I have put a community post out as well, letting you know the precise schedule of what's happening this weekend. As well. So there is a community post on the community tab if you do need any more information. But we are, yes, going to be at the Emirates Stadium tomorrow. So there will be no Saturday action for you guys tomorrow. However, there is matches for you to watch. Leeds against Spurs is one at 12:30. I'll be watching that from the comfort of Wetherspoons. Chelsea against Liverpool is the 5:30 kickoff. And then Arsenal's game is one of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. And I will be there at the Emirates for Arsenal's 3 o'clock kickoff against West Ham United tomorrow. So just a reminder for you guys that there is no Saturday action on Realltom Football tomorrow. However, fan cams will be provided from me and Charlie after the Arsenal match has finished. And yeah, me and Charlie are going to be hoping that Chelsea don't drop points tomorrow. Chelsea can at least get a point out of Liverpool. Because if we beat West Ham and Liverpool fail to win, then we will be top of the league going into the international break. And that would be blooming marvellous. So, yes. So, yeah, your Super Sunday will stay the same. As always, your Super Sunday will stay the same. But yes, tomorrow, do not expect to see me. Do not sit around waiting for me to come around, because I'm not going to be here. I'll be on a fast train down to London tomorrow morning at 10:30. Welcome to Sachin Bharti, who says, who will be top 3 players and what do you think would be the correct score? Top 3 players, I'd probably say Semenyo, maybe a Wolubi, Evanilson. There's a lot of good players on both sides. I mean, let's have a look who's starting, for example. I mean, okay. I'd probably say Alex Iwobi for Fulham. Semenyo is a top player for Bournemouth. Yeah. I mean, yeah, prediction, I'm going to go probably for a 2-1 Bournemouth win. Ashik is here. Welcome to Ashik. How you doing, Ashik? Welcome aboard to you. Good to see you, and welcome aboard to Mr. B. Harry, who is here on this Friday, but devastated that I won't be here tomorrow. Yes, well, I'll be in London Euston before you guys even would see me live tomorrow, just about. Let me think. I'm going to be pulling in at 12:24 tomorrow to London. So I'll be there just before the Leeds match, and I'll be in Wetherspoons up until about probably 1:45 before I'll start making my way down to the Emirates. True Reds is here. Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to True Reds. I'll be happy, Ashik, because we're going to win, and Liverpool are not going to win, and that means that Arsenal top of the Premier League. Hey! But Arteta out still remains the full focus of me, and also tomorrow there is going to be a special tribute for the Emirates once again for Billy Bigger. So there will be a moment's silence for our former youth, young Billy. So yeah, it's going to be nice to say goodbye to him. There'll be Nuno masterclass rant on the train. No, mate. No Nuno masterclass tomorrow. Arsenal 5, West Ham 0, I believe, is what we're hoping for. Okie dokie then, folks. It is 7:50. Let's take a look at your team news and your match information. It's AFC Bournemouth against Fulham. Here we go. So just to remind you of what is going on this Premier League weekend, there are 4 Premier League games for you guys tomorrow if you want to give them a watch. TNT Sports is the place for Leeds United against Tottenham Hotspur. That kicks off at 12:30. 3 o'clock kickoffs there's just 2 of them tomorrow. Manchester United are against Sunderland at Old Trafford, and it's Arsenal against West Ham, which I'll be in attendance for. 5:30, that big game between Chelsea and Liverpool. Then Super Sunday, there are 4 2 o'clock kickoffs to choose from. And I think I'll probably choose either Everton's game or Wolves' game, but I have not made my full decision yet, so I will let you know tomorrow what my decision is. And then the 4:30 kickoff to round up the Premier League weekend before the international break will be Brentford against Manchester City on Super Sunday, and you can join us at 4:15 on Sunday for that one as well. But yes, I'm afraid it won't be me providing the watch-alongs tomorrow. You might have a watch-along from, I don't know, Goldbridge at 3 o'clock. Man United, Sunderland, Goldbridge will be on. You'll have Soccer Saturday for those 2 games as well. Leeds against Spurs, I have no idea who would cover that. Chelsea against Liverpool. I don't know, maybe Fogden will do it. Perhaps Hazard will do it. But yes, more than likely, I'll be still in London by the time that kicks off. So, yeah. Right, let's take a look at what's the plot then in terms of the league table impacts for Bournemouth and for Fulham and for Arsenal if Liverpool drop points tomorrow and we get all 3 points. Here we go. Let's start off with AFC Bournemouth then, who have dropped down to 6th. And despite the fact that they've won 3 games in a row, they are on 11 points and they are today set with a chance to move 1 point above Arsenal into second on 14 points if they get all 3 points against Fulham. And that would put them, 1 point behind Liverpool, 1 point above us. A point for them would put them level on point with Crystal Palace. By goal difference, they would not be able to move over Crystal Palace because Crystal Palace have a goal difference of 5 and Bournemouth's goal difference is only 1. So probably the maximum that Bournemouth can move to today is, of course, second if they win. But with a draw, they'd only be able to move up to 4th. Their opponents are Fulham, and Fulham sit in 11th place. They're on 8 points at the minute with a -1 goal difference, but with a draw. They would be able to move on to 9 points. That would put them above Chelsea, Everton, and Brighton. And there are nobody else. There's nobody else set on 9 points at the minute, so they'd be able to move straight up into 8th with no fuss. However, if they can get the job done with a win today, they'd be able to move on to 11 points, and that would put them level on points with currently Bournemouth, who sit in 6th. And also Sunderland and Spurs. With their -1 goal difference, they would need to win by about 4 or 5 to go above Sunderland. Of course, though, as they win, Bournemouth's goal difference will go down, obviously, so they'll be able to definitely move to above Bournemouth if they get all 3 points. Fulham. Just checking on the recent results then. Obviously, a 3-1 defeat in the most recent fixture for Fulham over Aston Villa. And obviously, the Leeds United are coming off the back of 2 draws. The latest one was a 2-2 draw, a last gasp equaliser at Leeds United. So neither of these sides are coming into this game on a win. But I'm sure there'll be a winner today. So George A. Petrovic begins in goal for Bournemouth. Then a back 4 of Hill. That's James Hill. Diakite. That's Bafoda Diakite, Marco Senesi, and Adrian Truffert. Play behind a midfield, which is split into 2 parts, seeing a defensive 2 of Alex Scott and Tyler Adams behind the attacking 3 of captain David Brooks alongside Marcus Tavernier and Antoine Semenyo, but leading the front by himself is the lone striker of Evanilson on the bench. For Andoni Iraola and Bournemouth is Lewis Cook, Ryan Christie, Ben Gannon-Doak, Justin Kluivert, Alex Jimenez, Amin Adili, Eli Krupi, Will Dennis, and Veljko Miloslavic. And then for Fulham, it is Bernd Leno begins in goal, back four of Timothy Castagna, Joachim Anderson, Issa Diop, and Calvin Bassey behind the midfield, which is once again split into two parts, seeing a defensive two, of Sasa Lukic and Sander Berger behind the attacking three, of Harry Wilson, Josh King, and Ryan Sessegnon in the attacking midfield as well. Leading the front, though, by himself is the lone striker of choice, Alex Iwobi on the bench. For Fulham is Tom Kearney, Adama Traore, Jorge Quensa, or George Quensa, one of the two. You work it out. Jonah Kusi Asar, Samuel Chukwueze, Kevin, Benjamin Lecomte, Emile Smith-Rowe, Anthony Robinson. There is no Raul Jimenez available for Fulham in the team today. Whether that be suspension or injury, I am not sure. But there is no Raul Jimenez available for Fulham. So we're about 4 minutes away from kickoff. We'll get Sky Sports up and running and ready to go. That is where you can watch this match tonight. It's available for you guys to watch on Sky Sports Main Event or Sky Sports Premier League for you to watch in the UK. If you're outside the UK, then I do not know exactly where you can watch it. However, USA viewers, I know that it will be one of NBC, Peacock, or something like that for you people. So the Vitality ready to go then for Fulham's visit. We'll get the better slips out for you guys right now. Bournemouth against Fulham is a fixture which might not be so exciting on the eye, but who knows what it can deliver. These two sides are sides that came up together and have stayed up together for a long time now. They've been up for about 3-4 seasons together, getting promoted as a free and staying up all together and alongside Nottingham Forest, of course. That was how it works. Now, we have got the Ladbrokes 1, 2, 3 live and in play, as always, for you people, which is looking for correct scores of Chelsea to win 2-1 against Liverpool, Newcastle to win 2-1 against Nottingham Forest, and Brentford to win 2-1 against Manchester City. Then we've got a price boost for this game, which is a 50p stake, returning £10.50 for Bournemouth, Birmingham, and Getafe, all to win. That is a Friday enhanced ACCA on a price boost with 20-1 odds, 50p, returning £10.50. Bournemouth, Birmingham, and Getafe, all to win. Bet builder for this game sees Bournemouth or Fulham to win, no backing of a draw. I've only gone for over 0.5 goals. I don't think there's going to be many goals in this game. Set over 7.5 quarters and under 6.5 cards. That is going to return £2.10 of a £1 stake. And one last price boost for you guys as well. 50p returning £4.13 for Bournemouth to win over 10.5 corners and Evanilson to score. That is £4.13 if Evanilson scores over 10.5 corners are recorded and a Bournemouth win happens. £4.13 on that one. And that's the second copy of the Ladbrokes 1, 2, 3 as well. Because you do get 2 copies now. You can print one off on the bet stations and you can also do one at the desk. So, right then, so last weekend before the international break, and a rare occasion where Realltom football is switched off on a Saturday full of Premier League action. Remember, I will be in London at the Emirates tomorrow, so try and look for me in the Emirates if you can find me. No, because I won't be back in time for it. I won't be out of London by the time that's kicked off, mate. Don't worry. I probably won't even be at London Euston by the time that game's started. If he wants to, we'll see what the plot is tomorrow. Right then, it looks to be a fairly cold and rainy night in Bournemouth, where Fulham are their visitors to the Vitality Stadium. Fulham in a bright green kit, Bournemouth in the standard red and black with gold dashes as well. Here we go then. Referee for this one is Simon Hooper, and we're off and running. Yeah, good old Simon Hooper. We like a bit of Simon Hooper, don't we, on here? We don't mind Simon Hooper. Who's the ref for Arsenal West Ham tomorrow, though? I have to ask that question of myself now. Which referee is being allowed into my Emirates Stadium? This game's not available on TNT Sports. It's available on Sky Sports Main Event or Sky Sports Premier League. Well, we've had a false start, not in the sense of a false kickoff, but Simon Hooper is having communication issues, but he's had his earpiece adjusted. I'm in the second minute, mate. Probably about a minute behind, as per usual, mate. It's the way Sky Go rolls. My clock says 1 minute and 40. Which is the second minute. We're about to approach the third minute. Is the delay gone? Is that what you think? I don't know, mate. Right. Oh, okay. We've got some mic'd up. Oh, right. This is going to be fun. There is a bit of mic'd up for Howard Webb, who analyses the overturned Gyökeres penalty on Sunday. I'll be watching that later. Mic'd up. Where's my refereeing list anyway? I want my list of referees. Where is my list of referees? Come on, where are they? Where's the referees? I'm looking for my list of referees. I want to find out who's the ref at Arsenal tomorrow. And here they are. Well, I think Anthony Taylor is going to be the referee at Chelsea tomorrow. It is going to be Anthony Taylor. So Liverpool's referee tomorrow is Anthony Taylor. VAR is Craig Pawson. The fourth official is Farai Hallam. Never heard of you before, mate. Arsenal West Ham, we've got John Brooks as the referee. VAR is Michael Oliver. And the fourth official is Chris Kavanagh. Boo, don't like you. We don't like Chris Kavanagh on this channel. Well, not when he's refereeing Arsenal anyway. I don't like Chris Kavanagh. Tom Bramall, referee for Leeds against Spurs. Man United Sunderland is being overseen by Stuart Atwell. Villa against Burnley. Andrew Kitchen is your referee for that one. Never heard of you before, matey. Michael Oliver on VAR for that one. Tony Harrington for official. Michael Salisbury, Everton against Crystal Palace. Newcastle Forest is Peter Banks. Wolves against Brighton, Jared Gillett, and Darren England on Brentford against Manchester City. Those are the referees then for this week. And John Brooks, the man who refereed the Carabao Cup final, which Newcastle won to win their first trophy in over 70 years. John Brooks is the referee of the Emirates tomorrow. And Anthony Taylor, the referee for Liverpool tomorrow. I'm not sure how the fixture feels about that one. What do you think? Anthony Taylor, do you like him? Do you not? Semenyo. Hills Cross. So yes, tomorrow, in the mix of London, as the Liverpool fans arrive, I will be begging for them to hurry up out of Euston so that I can get into Euston to get home. It's the fun of it. I mean, we're lucky, really, that match ain't kicking up at 3 o'clock, to be fair. The Chelsea-Liverpool game, aren't we? I suppose Arsenal fans in a way, because it would be chaos in London, because it would mean that we'd have London Euston full of Arsenal fans coming in. Well, me coming in anyway. But yes, you won't want to be around West London or London Euston tomorrow because of the Liverpool fans coming in like a storm. Bit of Agua for me. I'm still on the Agua. Semenyo flicked on. And Leno punches away. Back across by Semenyo. Semenyo again. And King gets a touch to clear it away for Fulham. And if you are colourblind, you might struggle seeing Fulham's kit because of how green it is. It almost blends in with the kit. Fit pitch. Maybe it's not a good idea to have green kits that are almost the same colour as the pitch, because those who are colourblind might not be able to see their own team play. There is some dashes of black on the kit, though. It's an Adidas kit, so you're going to get the 3 black lines on top of the kit, obviously. Black collar as well, and black sleeve cuffs, whatever you want to call them. It won't be given away cheaply. If Addison looking to break through, but defending strong from Bassett at the back for Fulham. Yeah, won't be lost the ball in not a great position. Well, nobody's backed Fulham to win so far. 67% of the 6 votes have backed Fulham, Bournemouth to win, and 33% have said a draw, but nobody yet has pressed the button for Fulham to win. So not many people in this chat tonight backing Fulham for a victory over Bournemouth on the South Coast. In a stadium which may seem small on TV view, but looks a lot smaller when you actually see it in person. In fact, the Vitality is so small that you can't actually see it in the distance. Kate and Jonathan, good to see you. Welcome aboard. How are you doing, Kate and Jonathan? Welcome aboard to you. Sunday is the day for Newcastle when they play Nottingham Forest at 2 o'clock. How are you feeling about that one? Narrow win, I think, for Newcastle. But, Marinakis has released a statement, actually, earlier. Sky Sports posted it, and it says, Nottingham Forest owner Evangelos Marinakis will not hesitate in removing Ange Postecoglou if performances and results do not improve quickly. So Evangelos Marinakis is already threatening Postecoglou's job. And Forest did lose yesterday, 3-2 at home to Midland in the Europa League. Well, according to Sky Sports, he does not have long left in the job unless results improve, to be exact on Sky Sports' words, drastically and quickly. Mr. Marinakis is not a happy man. Bournemouth corner. Alex Scott takes it. Comes out to the edge of the box. Tavernier. And looping cross, but comfortable catch for Leno. And Wilson could send. It won't be away, but the pass is way too heavy. Arteta. Because the Cronkies have finally released a statement. Yes, people. Joshua Kroenke has spoken. He has told us all that Arteta's job is now under threat after a disappointing performance against Olympiacos in midweek. So, Josh Kroenke is finally threatening Arteta. Well, I mean, Mr. Marinakis is telling Ange that he will not hesitate to remove him. Well, Arteta might be out of a job if he can't get the win tomorrow, because Josh Kroenke has spoken and he has told the Arsenal fans that Arteta's job is now at risk after a very, very underwhelming performance against Olympiacos on Wednesday. So we'll have to wait and see. There is an injury situation. No. Marco Silva looking very happy on the touchline. Well, we hope now that Josh has spoken out, but we won't lose tomorrow. We're going to hopefully pelt them 5-0. I hope we absolutely pelt West Ham tomorrow, especially since I'm attending the game. Oh, I've just remembered the ballots have opened, haven't I've just realised the bloody ballots have opened today for the... I will do as long as we win. If we don't win, I'm not going to be a happy bunny. I'll be angry, Tom. I will not be a happy bunny at all if we don't win tomorrow. I'll be one very, very angry man. And may I rest assure you of that. I think Sunderland will get a win tomorrow. The Mackhams. Sunderland in good form at the minute. They're above Newcastle in the table. And, well, I think the Mackhams will get an arrow win tomorrow. All right. Yes. Well, a draw is all we need from an Arsenal point of view. Sean Dyche. Thank you very much, Tanny 2022. 22. "17 minutes have passed. It's goalless at the minute between Bournemouth and Fulham. Brendan Rodgers ain't going Forest. Brendan Rodgers will stay at Celtic, surely. Marco Silva won't leave Fulham either, I don't think. Silva ain't going to leave Fulham unless he gets sacked. He's happy there. And let's face it, are Fulham going to sack Marco Silva? Probably not, really, because they're not really at threat of getting relegated. So, Ole, oh my God, Ole. Now that would be madness. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the Forest manager. And Ten Hag 6th. Well, I will just let you guys know, Dragon Breath tomorrow, that there is actually, by the way, I have found this out, and I've had a source tell me there is engineering works going on in the middle of the main line tomorrow for you anyway. So you will not be able to get to Stamford Bridge with East Midlands Railway. You will need to probably get to Derby or maybe Nottingham for a service that calls at Tamworth. And you will need to change probably for London Euston because there are engineering works between Leicester and East Midlands Parkway. So, yes. And there are no rail replacement buses that are going to be provided by EMR tomorrow either. So just a bit of a warning for you because I have had that National Rail notification and East Midlands Railway have not stated that they're going to provide rail replacement buses. So just take it easy tomorrow as you try and get to London, mate. Oh, you went a day early, did you? Because of the engineering works. Well, you're going to struggle to get out of London until probably Monday, I would have thought now. Because the engineering works are going on between, well, I think all weekend. Like I said, you'll only be able to get as far as Leicester on the Midland Main Line. You'll have to get off at Leicester. You'll have to find your way from Leicester to East Midlands Parkway. Well, and are you going to stay over for 2 nights then, are you? 3 nights, sorry. Well, yeah, 3 nights, really. Tonight, tomorrow, because tomorrow and Sunday there's engineering works. Unless you've bought tickets that can go via Tamworth on your way back. London North Western Railway. Because that is the quickest alternative for you, really, to go by Tamworth into Euston to get back. National Rail have said there's no rail replacement buses. That's why I'm letting you know. Because National Rail have said they're not going to provide rail replacement buses tomorrow. Because quite frankly, I do have to read National Rail's website. Because, oh, hang on a minute, there could be a problem at London Euston. But there's not a problem at London Euston tomorrow. London Euston is going to be packed tomorrow. Yeah, well, you'll be stranded at Leicester, mate. You'll be stranded at Leicester because there is no rail replacement bus that I'm aware of. Okay, I might be wrong. I'm just letting you know that National Rail have said that there's going to be no rail replacement buses. Okay. Probably best to ring National Rail tomorrow just to make sure. I would not, to be fair as well, at that time of the night on a Saturday, I wouldn't have thought that there'd be buses rail replacement wise. I don't know. You'll have to check. I mean, for me personally, I would not even try it with rail replacement buses anyway. Don't trust the things one bit. A lot. Let's see. 456. As of the 28th of September. Would it help if you did what? Leave 3 of my streams on overnight? You mean on repeat? Tell you what, that might... I don't know, man. I don't know how we're going to get it done, to be fair with you. It's really just like, you know what I mean? Might be a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. See what you can do, mate. See what you can do. If we can get up quicker, yeah, it'd be great. I mean, I wouldn't want to go down the ViewBot route either. I mean, ViewBots will get it done in about 2 days, but it cost me £100 for a start, so... Whereabouts are you in London then anyway, mate? Maybe come and meet me down up in North London. I'll be there about 12:24. What, Benitez to Forest? Don't know. Yeah, I'm going straight into Houston at I don't know what platform it will be. Well, not a particularly exciting game at the minute between the Cherries and Fulham. Not too much going on. We just hope it won't be a goalless draw. King and Scott there. It's going to be a throw-in. Let's go to SofaScore. We'll check the Birmingham City and Getafe scores. Well, Getafe are ahead against Osasuna. And Wrexham are leading Birmingham City. Youch. That must have been expensive. Like 200, 300 quid expensive. Oh, I don't want to imagine the price of that on a Friday night as well. Oh dear. Oh. Don't. Oh God. Yeah. No, I'd be staying in a 49. What? How far in advance? That's cheaper than the Britannia Hampstead. What? 49? Whoa. I mean, how far in advance? 2 years in advance are we talking? That's a bloody... Wow. 50 quid. Obviously excluding breakfast, but bloody hell. That's good. Alex Iwobi. Ball into the box. I want to check the prices now. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued here. Premier Inn. Wembley. That must be bloody expensive. Wow. 49 quid. No, I mean... Wembley Park or Wembley Stadium? Wembley Stadium. Right. They are difficult, Premier Inn, to book on that direct because They don't show the prices very easily. I find it hard to get the prices. Standard double. Let's put that. Standard double. Right. I want to say... Here comes Josh King for Fulham. Castagna. Yeah, it's so difficult, man, to use Premier League's. I find Premier League's website really awkward. They don't give you prices that easily. I'm like, ugh. Right, let's say, yeah, for tonight. Right. So, tonight, let's see. Non-flex pay now, 142 quid. Standard pay now, non-refundable, 146. Flex pay now on arrival, 155. Oh dear. And then standard room with an event venue view, so that's a view of Wembley. 160 non-flex, 164 standard, 173 flex. Ouch. Yeah. How far in advance did you book? I had to pay like 200 quid for a travel lodge in Brighton, dude. As well. That's why the most difficult part of me booking trips is finding a cheap hotel. Two months ago, let's have a look. See if I can. If I go back to that site, then let's go back to it. Right, and we say 2 months in advance from today. So that would be the 3rd of December to Friday the 5th of December. No, 3rd to the 4th, ignore me. 3rd to the 4th. 3rd to the 4th. Done. Search. So, 81. So, 2 months in advance from today. So, 2 months in advance of this date. So, I'm booking 2 months in advance. 81 is the current rate that I'm being shown. However, if we go deep into it, yeah. So, $81. They must have done. Unless you used points, for example, Revolut points, something like that. I mean, I know for certain I've got 30 quid's worth of Revolut points. So at some point when I want to book a hotel, I can use my Revolut points to Are you kidding me? You've got a bargain there, mate. 31 quid is the difference. 32 quid. 32 quid you've saved. But yeah, if I use my rev points on that, it'd be exactly what you paid, almost. then you've just got really lucky. And what type of room have you got? Premier Plus? Which room have you got? Standard room, Premier Plus, Premier Plus room with event venue view, or standard room with event view? Which room type did you book? Have you got a view of Wembley or not? Oh, you've got a twin. Now, so did you split the price then? I've got no twin rooms available on my on here. Let's see if I can get like 2 adults, 1 room. Here we are. 2 adults, 1 room. Let's try that. Twin. Search. See, this is saying they don't offer twin rooms. Oh, hang on. Standard twin is a double bed and a sofa bed. Two breakfast. That is. I don't know how you've done that. I do not know how you've done that, mate. I really. I mean, that is rare. I mean, particularly for the fact you are meters away from Wembley Stadium as well. We're talking about a high popularity, like a high popularity area of London. Because well, to be fair, if I go to London, I normally stay in the Britannia Hotel on Canary Wharf anyway. That's what I tend to do. But the one on Canary Wharf at the minute is actually overtaken by immigrants, unfortunately. They've left the Hampstead open, which is, I have no idea where the Hampstead is. I've never tried it. Kearney to Wilson. Oof. Yeah, the International's a big hotel as well. It's on Canary Wharf. And that's where I stayed the last time I needed a hotel in London, because normally I don't book a hotel in London. I just come straight out. Because you don't need to stay, really. Because the trains are so, well, I say so frequent. I mean, the last trains going north out of London are East Mids. Yeah, not for long, though. Not for long. It will soon be over. There's already petitions going out telling the government to stop allowing immigrants to have hotels and send them back. It's probably what's driving the cost up so high. All the immigrants. Well, we're going to keep throwing petitions out, so And I'm going to keep signing the petition until it gets done. Yep. Kenny's ball through. This game's been a bit there. I'm frustrated as well. And I hate this government as well. Labour. I'm getting sick to the back teeth of Rachel Reeves and her bleeding thievery and all the lies from Keir Starmer. I mean, even the bloody... Oh, it's offside. There's going to be a penalty there, I think. Let's have a look at the replay here. Semenyo, it's a great hit. And Bassi definitely is a penalty challenge. Well, check complete. Yeah, no, not reform. No. No, I would be. I want the Tories back. That's 2 minutes of the half down between Bournemouth and Fulham. Will we get a goal before half time? Will we get a goal in this game? I hope so. Tyler Adams coming forward. Antoine Semenyo to the byline. Found the space for the cross. And Alex Scott. His shot takes a deflection. It's the only way that this country can get back to the right way. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm a card-holding member of the Conservative Party. And Labour have made it worse. The country was in an okay state until Labour came in. Trust me, the only way forward is to get the Tories back. Nigel Farage will only fuck us over even more. Tommy Robinson and Neelan oh, God. Four minutes out of time. Semenyo's ball. Yeah, Petrovic did come in the end. Right, I need to get my bleeding added time up on the screen. There you go. 4 minutes out of time. 4 minutes. Fulham have had more shots. Game's starting to liven up a bit. I wanted the true fair. Out of a couple of minutes left of the first half here. I don't see a problem with the current London mayor. Yeah, that's it. Half time. Goalless. And not that entertaining. I don't know. I don't live in London at the minute, so I can't really have that many opinions on the mayor. But one thing I know for sure is that Labour are liars. Labour first, mate. Labour first. Yeah, that was a first half which was won by the weather, really. Not the best. Let's check and see what the Super 6 players are saying tomorrow for some of the games. Super 6 have started posting the... So Jamie Carragher's predictions are Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Man United 1, Sunderland 1. He's gone for a 2-1 Liverpool win. He's gone 1-1 between Everton and Palace. 2-1 Forest. 4-1 City. The popular predictions for the Chelsea-Liverpool game are as follows. 2-1 Liverpool, 38% of players. 18% have said 1-1. 12% have said 2-2. 8% have backed 3-1. And only 7% have put 2-1 Chelsea. And the jackpot still sits at $1 million. Is he? Oh. Well, let me tell you my Super 6 predictions. I don't know if I've done them yet. I'll have a little look now for you. It's the last Super 6, I think, before the international break. Whether there is a Super 6 during the international break, I don't know. So my predictions then are as follows. Arsenal 5, West Ham 0. Man United 0, Sunderland 1. I've gone for a 1-1 draw between Chelsea and Liverpool. Everton to be beaten by Palace 2-1. I've gone Newcastle 2, Forest 1. And I've gone for a 2-1. No, I'm changing some of these actually. I'm going to go. I think Brentford will get something against City, you know. I'm going to drop Arsenal's score down to 3-0, I think. I'm going to back Chelsea for a win. I think I'm going to go draw between Everton and Palace, you know. I'm going to put Newcastle to win. I'm going to go 2-1 Brentford. There we go. Predictions for Eastern Britain. So now Arsenal 3, West Ham 0. Man United 0, Sunderland 1. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Everton 1, Crystal Palace 1. Newcastle 2, Forest 1. And Brentford 2, Manchester City 1. Now, if you were to put those all into a bet as a accumulator, that would be £10 returning £4,056.57 through Sky Bet. Not that I'll be using Sky Bet. I'll be using William Hill tomorrow when I get to London, because there is a William Hill conveniently right outside London St Pancras International and London King's Cross. Just for those who don't know what London St Pancras and London King's Cross is, well, there are two train stations which are right next to each other in London. To the very, very far left, you will find London St Pancras International, which is the train station for international services to Paris and Belgium, France and Belgium, as well as platforms 1 to 4 for East Midlands Railway services as far as Sheffield. And then the other platforms to the far end of the station are South Eastern Railway services to Kent and Essex, to popular locations such as Canterbury, Ramsgate, Folkestone, etc., etc. And then you've got King's Cross, which takes you up to the northeast, up to Scotland as well, via the East Coast main line. Of course, the station that I'll be using tomorrow, though, is London Euston, which is just about a 10-minute walk away from London St Pancras International and London King's Cross. And that is the West Coast main line terminus for London. And one of the popular stations in London as well, the biggest train station in the UK, is London Waterloo, the train station which is currently being featured on the Fair Dodges programme on Channel 5 as well. And that, as you will probably be aware now, is South Western Railway services to locations such as Bournemouth. So yes, if you are from London and you wanted to go and watch this match, you would be going from London Waterloo down to Bournemouth. And one thing is for certain, that when London Waterloo is closed or there is issues, it causes major issues for cross-country, bless them. Because, of course, as people will be aware, Reading is the second busiest station outside of Birmingham or London in the UK. And Great Western Railway services to London Paddington are accessible from Reading, which is just one stop away from Basingstoke, which is where people will tend to jump on if there is an issue with South Western Railway or London Waterloo. And of course, if you want to get down to Norwich, Colchester, and Cambridge and Peterborough, Greater Anglia operate out of London Liverpool Street. Liverpool fans will like that station because it's called Liverpool Street. Never will happen. Never will happen. It would be a waste of money, mate. Just trying to think, what else have I missed? Oh, yeah. If you want to get down to Brighton as well, the railway company Southern operate out of London Victoria, which is presumably near London Victoria bus station. Victoria bus station, which is where you can get coach services into London. I believe Southern also operate down up to Southampton and that. I don't know to be exact. And also you'll have the likes of Gatwick Express moving to go out of there. I don't know. I'm not a full catalogue of London, but I know what I need to know. I think Chiltern Railways operate out of London Marylebone as well. But yes, you'd be surprised though, I've not used London Waterloo yet, even though I've found a new obsession, which is Bournemouth. Bournemouth and Southampton, I love it down there. No, you see, I don't really need to go via London yet, because cross-country will take me there. Direct. For the likes of Dragon Breath, there is just only one direct service to Bournemouth from Nottingham a day. So he'd need to get himself into Nottingham by 6:30, because I believe the service departs daily, except for Sundays, to Bournemouth, 6:39 a.m, 7:05 Derby, and then it will continue to call at Burton-on-Trent, Tamworth. Birmingham New Street will reverse out of Birmingham as well. And then Birmingham International, Coventry, Leamington Spa, Banbury, Oxford, Reading, Basingstoke, Winchester, Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central, and Bournemouth. I've travelled that route a lot, so I know most of the stations on it. And you'll tend to get into Bournemouth about 11:05 on that service. 11. About 11 o'clock. And the service does reverse out of Reading as well. Yes, it reverses twice. I know. Why it reverses out of Reading, I have no idea. Yes, there'll be pictures tomorrow. I mean, I probably won't take a picture of London Euston because it's not a very pretty station anymore. Unfortunately, London Euston used to be a very pretty train station, you know, but it's not pretty anymore, really. I have to say, it's probably the most unpretty train station in London. However, if you go to St Pancras and King's Cross, both of them have got very, very lovely architecture. I mean, St Pancras is a very old and kind of Gothic building on the outside. And King's Cross, well, yeah, Paddington's probably pretty as well. I've not used Paddington yet. Might try it one day. Who knows? Go down to Reading. Get a service for Great Western. I'm going Wetherspoons as well tomorrow, mate. Which one are you going to, Wetherspoons? I'll try and join you for a little bit. I will have to leave about, well, depending on what Wetherspoons you go to, I'll have to leave about 1:30 to get to the Emirates because ideally I want to be there by 2 o'clock, ready for the 3 o'clock kickoff. Or Arsenal against West Ham. But yes, like I said, between Euston and St Pancras and King's Cross, it is just a 10-minute walk as well. So come down to the one close to the Emirates, mate, so you can come and meet me if you want. I don't know yet. I haven't made my mind up. If you can find one close to the Emirates, that'd be great. Or somewhere close to Euston, perhaps. Or St Pancras. I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind going near St Pancras because obviously, like I said, it's only a 10-minute walk from Euston to St Pancras, so I can get to St Pancras no problem. It's literally 10 minutes walk to St Pancras from Euston. I'll be in London by 12:30. So if you want, you can meet me at London Euston. In fact, or St Pancras, I don't mind. You can meet me at St Pancras or Euston. I don't care. It's 10 minutes. You walk. Well, it's west actually. East. 10 minutes east. Yeah, I have to walk 10 minutes to the east. It's a straight line. You just walk east 10 minutes and you're at St Pancras and King's Cross. And from St Pancras, obviously, it's 10 minutes to the west. Right, we're about to get underway at the Vitality for the second half. Well, we want some goals, really. A Bournemouth win would go nicely if Birmingham get a win. And Getafe also maintain their lead. We're back underway for the second half then. Bournemouth 0, Fulham 0. And Osasuna have equalised against Getafe. And Birmingham City are level against Wrexham. What about St Pancras? To be fair with you, with his mate, I would rather get closer to St Pancras, really, if I can. As much as Euston is the station I use, it'd be nicer if I could get closer to St Pancras because, really, well, William Hill is literally, like I said, if you go across, well, facing King's Cross, if you turn your back to King's Cross and the front entrance, William Hill's right in front of you, and McDonald's is just to the east. So if I meet you at St Pancras, maybe, or King's Cross, one of the two, doesn't matter. They're both right next to each other. Can't miss them. Yep, well, come on, Birmingham. Hopefully they get the win. Hopefully Osasuna are beaten by Getafe as well. £10.50 price boost as well. Remember, if Getafe, Bournemouth and Birmingham all win. Is that directly in St Pancras? Do you want to meet in there? Can do. What, the Leeds game will be on as well, mate. The Leeds game will be on in there. Hopefully the Leeds game will be on as well. If you go in there about, I don't know, 12:30-ish, I'll be there. My train pulls in at 12:24 to Euston. So if I could get there for about 25 to. Hopefully the Leeds game will be on in there as well. Fingers crossed. If you find a table that's got the Leeds game on in front of it, it'd be great. Let's have a look. Do Weatherspoons show football? Hopefully they do. Yep. I've never been to it, mate. I mean, the last time I went for a daytime kickoff at the Emirates Stadium, I was on my way back from Norwich after being at Carrow Road for an FA Cup match between Brighton and Norwich. I was in the stadium with only seconds to spare. It was a 3 o'clock kickoff against Man United on a Sunday. So I had no time to think about any pubs. So very normally, it's a case of go straight to the Emirates, get yourself a bleeding McDonald's on the way back out of because literally there is right across the road if you walk right to the east end of right to the very end of King's Cross at the east, across the road there's a Mackey's. So that's why I reference so much to King's Cross and St Pancras, because I know it around there quite well. There's a Mackey's, there's a Ladbrokes, there's a William Hill. I think there's even a Spa as well somewhere around that area. Message me on Insta or something, mate, tomorrow. Let me know. I mean, yeah, just... well, in fact, as well, actually, anyway, I probably would be better off being close to somewhere on the Piccadilly line. Let's say that anyway. And somewhere that's got the Leeds match on. I want to watch the Leeds match. A bit of it anyway. It'll be a pint of Stella for me, mate. I know what I'm getting. £9.67 fish and chips and a pint of Stella. I'm a bargain-loving Brit when it comes to Wetherspoons. £9.67. Like I said, pint of Stella alongside fish and chips and mushy peas. And then an extra £3 for a dessert, really. I remember because when I went to that Walsall match in pre-season between Walsall and Villa, the last train out of Birmingham New Street was an hour after I pulled back into Birmingham from Walsall. So I sat in the Birmingham New Street Wetherspoons and I ordered a cookie dough for myself and a pint of Coke. Spiced rum. Oh, don't like rum. I'm not that much of an alcoholic, mate. I'm kind of like a lager, lager, cider, or cocktails. I tend to do really. Can't do wine. Can't do gin. Really. Can't do rum or whiskey. But yes, quite convenient, really. Being able to just pop into a Wetherspoons whilst waiting for literally the very last train. It was like when I went to that Walsall match in pre-season for Villa, when they beat Villa, it literally was like the last train that I was catching. Like that, like I think Birmingham New Street was going to be like out of trains after the train I caught. I mean, the station at that time, I'd never seen the station so dead before. Evan Nilsson, what a shot. I'd never seen that station so dead before. Because normally when you see Birmingham New Street, you see it packed. Well, Birmingham New Street was very empty. It does go quiet, people. Birmingham New Street does have quiet moments. You've just got to wait till about 10 o'clock at night. But no, I would never dream of changing at Birmingham, really. I try and avoid it at all available costs if I can. Sometimes it's inevitable. But if you can avoid changing at Birmingham, believe me, you'll be thankful that you've avoided it. It is a horrendous station if you are not good with the railway, and you're not good, particularly if you can't move quick. Because the problem with it is it's split into 4 different colour zones, or 3, I think: blue, red, green. Maybe some. I think it's. I don't know. I know there's 3 zones at least: blue, red, and green. There might be another one as well, yellow maybe. And if you're changing trains there, well, trust me, to find your platform, you've first got to figure out what colour zone you're in. Oh, not a bad ball by Iwobi, that. We'll figure it out tomorrow anyway, Dragon. Yeah, but don't worry, I'm not going anywhere near Birmingham tomorrow. Well, my train will pass through Birmingham, but not to worry, because I'll be in first class. The beautiful first class of Avanti West Coast. And VAR are checking for a penalty here for Bournemouth. I can't see a clear angle. Maybe there. I couldn't even see that, by the way. The angle wasn't sufficient to be able to tell if that was a foul. I couldn't even... I mean, you've got rain-frosted cameras as well. I mean, the VAR cameras will be covered in rain. The CV cameras probably get wiped every couple of minutes, or they've got some kind of shield on them, but... But no, drop me a message from our Dragon, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out the old plot with the Weatherspoons. But yeah, I'll be in there 12:24, subject to delays. Hopefully there isn't any tomorrow. Although I'm telling you right now, the trains are going to be packed tomorrow. Not only have we got Liverpool fans coming down from for the Chelsea match into Euston, but we've also got obviously the issue on the Midland Main Line, which is going to send people to Euston because they won't want to bleed in get on a rail replacement bus. It won't be Harry Wilson. What a save by Petrovic. Yeah, not a good day to travel to London from the north. I mean, I think the East Coast Main Line will be all right, actually. If you're going LNER, you might be okay, because I doubt many people will go to Lincoln to try and get to London. But people in the Midlands will be diverting. Because, yeah, engineering works on the Midland Main Line, and then you've got Liverpool fans coming into Euston as well. The perfect mix for a packed train. It's going to be packed. It's going to be rammed. Now, does anybody know the answer to this question? Where do you change to get to Watford, people? If you're coming into Euston, if you're going to Watford, right, you'd have to catch a Euston-bound train. Where would you change to get to Watford? Does anybody know the answer to that question? I'd be very, very surprised if many people will know the answer. It's quite difficult to get to Watford, but it's not impossible. I'll tell you the answer. If you're coming via the West Coast Main Line, you'll change at Milton Keynes. If you're not coming via the West Coast Main Line, then you'll have to check. Well, so you, Fraser, you'd be LNER. You'd be going LNER because you're Newcastle. So you would have to go all the way into King's Cross. Then you'd have to trek over to Euston, and you'd have to get a service out of Euston up to Watford. So you'd have to go into London all the way in with LNER. And then you'd have to, like I said, go to Euston and then get a train up to Watford there. But if you're going via the West Coast Main Line, or you opt to come from the Midlands and go via Tamworth, with London North Western, you get off at Milton Keynes and change at Milton Keynes. Surely you know the answer to this question, Fraser. Where do you go to get a train to Bournemouth from London? If you don't know the answer to this question, then you've clearly not been listening to me very well. I'll give you a brief clue. The station might have a link to... Hang on. The station might be linked to... That's your clue. The station might be linked to... Waterloo. Yes. Yes, Fraser. You'd get a South Western Railway service from London Waterloo to get to Bournemouth. That's right. The services go down to Poole, South Western Railway. South Western Railway. Great Western Railway is London Paddington, and they don't operate down to Bournemouth. They go like Bristol way, Reading, and then they go all the way down to Penzance as well. South Western Railway operate some services to Exeter, but their main line is down to Poole. Not via Reading either. Oh, me? I don't use South Western Railway. I use cross country to get to Bournemouth. Because for me, I can get a direct service with cross country down to Bournemouth. It's nice. I've not even been on South Western before. Yet. John Cena, welcome in. Oh, what livery do I like? My favourite livery, to be fair, I would say Avanti West Coast. I think that, well, I mean, they've got some beautiful livery, Avanti. I mean, let me show you some of Avanti's trains. They are beautiful. I mean, Avanti. Let me show you some of Avanti's liveries. They're amazing. Like, here, look. I'll show you some pictures of them. Avanti have got some amazing different liveries. I mean, their main livery is a green livery, but they've also got, Pride livery. But they've got like a jungle theme one. Yes, this is one of them. Look, this is one of the Averos, and that's celebrating diversity. This one is about the planet. So our planet means the world to us. So that's like a fully planet theme one. That's a Pendo that's been there you are. Look, there's a better picture. And that's the Pride train. That's what the Pride train looks like. So it's purple, and then it's got it's got all different colours going all the way across the train. And then that's the standard green livery for you. So yeah, Avanti have got some pretty nice liveries, to be fair. Like I said, I think it's really nice they've got a livery all about the planet as well. I mean, but yeah, they wrap their trains quite nicely. Yeah, I mean, Trans-Pennine Express, I mean, they have pretty nice... I mean, it's difficult really to tell you which operator's got the best liveries. However, Avanti are the ones who do different things with their liveries. Like I said, they've got that climate change train, they've got a pride train, they've got a diversity train. So in terms of the different liveries and the ideas, you'd probably say Avanti. I mean, LNER, they don't have any. They've got one livery, which is basically white with red. EMR, just straight purple, really, pretty much. Oh, LNER have done like they've got like a railway museum. LNER. Southwestern, that's like a white with navy blue on it, sort of kind of thing. And the logo is literally just SWR with a blue kind of symbol on it. Yeah, Lumo is like just blue with that white Lumo logo. Cross country, they have got new liveries. They've added more red to their trains. They've got some refurb Turbo Stars, which have got like a new livery on them. But basically, cross country is like grey, red, bit of white as well. Northern is like blue and white as well. Northern, though, actually, Northern have done it. When I saw this, actually, Northern have Northern. I'm just trying to find it. It was when I saw this on the news the other week. It was. That's it, Rob Burrow. Northern have done one for Rob Burrow. Look at this. Look at this. They've done one for Rob Burrow. Look, can you see? Who died of I think it was something. Look at this. They've done what Northern have done one for Rob Burrow. You see? Look at that. I think that's. I don't train spot. No. This came up on the news, but Rob Burrow was Yeah, he's so well. If you Google Rob Burrow, I hope people know who he is really because he passed away after a long spell of MND. That's it. Motor neuron disease. So he had motor neuron disease. Passed away last year on 2nd of June at 41 and goal. Fulham take the lead. I'll go back to Rob Burrow in a minute, but Rob Burrow is So Ryan Sessegnon, the former Spurs player, in his second spell at Fulham, has a goal at the Vitality in a rainy game of not too many chances. So there we go. Fulham ahead, and it's Ryan Sessegnon. But yeah, back to Rob Burrow for you. So basically, Rob Burrow, he used to play for Leeds Rhinos, making 500 appearances for them. And he was a scrum half or a hooker in the Betfred Super League. And basically, he was diagnosed with motor neurons disease back in 2019 on the 19th of December. It was a very, very... It was very well. I mean, there is an article all about it. In fact, there's a program. Sorry, even on BBC, 29 minutes. Which is like a documentary all about him. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, well done, Northern, because I mean, he deserved that kind of tribute, really. Avanti West Coast to London Euston. I'll be pulling in at 12:24 tomorrow. Class 390 Pendolino, 11 cars. Yeah, we don't get the Averos up in Manny. It's Pendolinos only, Manchester, I think. I've not seen an Avero. I've not seen a Class 800 yet in Manny. The Averos. And now, actually, Fraser, I want you to answer this question. I want to see how good your knowledge is since you live in Newcastle. What is the nickname for LNER's high-speed train, which is a Class 800 model of some description? Do you know the nickname for it? Now, bear in mind, LNER is the main operator in Newcastle. So I would expect you to know this. What is the nickname for LNER's high-speed train, which is a type of Class 800? It has a nickname. What is it? So it's a Class 800 Hitachi. I don't know what type of Hitachi, because well, I know that EMR's new ones, Aurora, they're going to be 807s. Azuma. So Azuma, yeah. Azuma, LNER Azuma. That's the nickname for them, Azuma. EMR's new trains are going to be called Aurora. When they come out, they're going to be called Aurora. Avanti's 800s are called Avero, so EVERO. Great Westerns are quite boring, though. They just call them IETs. I know, boring. That's literally, I know, Great Western's nickname is boring. IET. Greater Anglia, 745s, 755s. They are called flirts. To be fair, they do look like they do look a bit flirty. I'll tell you. Yeah, so TFW and Greater Anglia operate the 745 and 755 flirts, which I think are 12-car units at the most. And yeah, they do have a bit of a flirty face to them. Open wide, give me a snog. Ooh. Only to get relegated at the end of the season. Yeah, Charlie will be excited about that, I'm sure. Oh no, I don't like the sound of that. Wind warning just issued. Severe wind warning. My laptop's just flashed up with it. Wind warning, severe wind warning. Maybe Storm Amy is coming down from Scotland to the England bit. Well, still 1-1 between Osasuna and Getafe. And Wrexham 1, Birmingham 1 is still the score for Birmingham's game. Semenya drives. Oh, goal. All square again. Antoine Semenya makes it 1-1. Out wide from the left. And from a very tight angle, he puts the ball into the back of the net. And it's Bournemouth 1, Fulham 1. He's the man in form, all right. And as you can see, the angle's tight. He's at the byline. He nutmegs Bert Leno. And puts it into that bottom corner with a little kiss off the post on the way in. And all square again. 1-1 the score. And Bournemouth are on their way again. By the way, if Evanilson's is Evanilson even on? That's the question. Is Evanilson on? Yes, he is. If Evanilson scores, we need 4 more corners. We need some corners. I need 2 more over 8 for the bet build-up. But if we can get Evanilson to score a winning goal, then we need 11. We're currently on 6 at the minute, according to SofaScore. Alex Scott. Chukwueze. Oh, give it away. And Christie. Well, less than 10 to go now. Will we get a winner? Bournemouth starting to get front-footed. Well, if Getafe and Birmingham can find winners, then I could be on for £10.50 if Bournemouth get the win. Currently, all three of the games that I've got on a price boost are sat at 1-1, requiring wins from Birmingham, Getafe and Bournemouth for £10.50. A really good price boost, 50p stake. Here is Gannon Doak. Ball across. Christie. Brooks. Now Truffet. And dealt with. No foul, says Simon Hooper. And Scott's shot takes deflection. It won't bounce behind for the corner. Way back Castagna. Fulham could go on and retake the lead here, potentially. That's good defending. Although, a good go. Is that youth? It won't be. Chukwueze. Gets the return from 10. I think that's Wilson or Kearney. We don't know which Kearney. Justin Kluivert. Oh, what a goal. It's a beauty from Justin Kluivert. It is an absolute beauty. On as a sub. And what a glorious goal. That is sumptuous. That is glorious. How far out is he? Blimey. There you go. Way out of the D, outside the D. What a finish. Just lets it go off the right boot. Top bins, curling, spinning. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. It is a beauty. What a goal. I know, Phrase. It's a beauty. It's a beauty, though. It's an absolute beauty. 5-0 to the Arsenal. 5-0 to the Arsenal. 5-0. If we can find 2 winning goals from Getafe and Birmingham, we'll get £10.50. In fact, I will keep that Birmingham game pinned, actually, because I want to see if Birmingham will get a late goal. They are attacking late on. In fact, they've had their highest attacking spell of the whole second half since the goal. 5-0 to the Arsenal. Big up to YB, question mark ×5. Welcome in. Here's Kevin. Cross towards Adama Traore. I take it you're an Arsenal fan, YB, are you? Adama Traore to the byline, deflection on the ball across, and over the bar by Tom Kearney. Well, Fulham are the side scrambling for an equaliser. They were ahead in this second half, but Bournemouth, through, well, Semenyo's goal of class and then that beauty from Kluivert, are now ahead. And you have to say what a goal it was from Kluivert. It will be a memory. Well, it's up there. It's Kevin for Fulham. Ryan Sessegnon coming forward, the goal scorer for Fulham. Emil Smith-Rowe. Tom Kearney to Sessegnon. Kevin. Kearney. Traore's ball. It's not great. I mean, the first half of this game, we'll forget for how long. We'll forget, right? Second half, though, what a comeback. And that second goal from Kluivert was just beautiful. Magic. There was actually a stat that came up as well about Fulham conceding late goals after 76 minutes. Well. Clock's hit 90. How much longer are we going to get? We're going to get a minimum of, let's see, 6 minutes at a time. I will be live on Sunday. That is correct. I will be live for Super Sunday. Game of choice at 2 o'clock. And Brentford against Manchester City before the international break. Have we had any updates at Wrexham or Osasuna? No. We've got 2 minutes left to go in the Wrexham-Birmingham game. Will Birmingham find a late winner to keep my price boost alive for that £10.50? Birmingham, Getafe and Bournemouth all to win. Looking for 2 more corners as well in this game. I don't think we're going to get them, though. Hate the buggers. Hate the buggers. Well, in the meantime, whilst we wait for the final whistles to go in those 2 games and this one, we'll go to Where's the Match? I'll tell you a bit about what's happening during the international break, because it's only a couple of days away. We're going to be here with you guys on Monday because we've got some league. We're going to bring you some League 2 action. We're going to bring you Harrogate Town against Crewe Alexandra. Solanke don't play for Bournemouth no more, mate. So yeah, Monday we're going to bring you Harrogate Town against Crewe Alexandra in League 2. A 8 o'clock kickoff. Tuesday, I don't think there's anything to note too much. There's EFL Trophy, or we might watch the Arsenal women against Lyon women in the Champions League, depending on if I can get and that's on this Disney Plus. Indeed, 967 Wetherspoons and a pint of Stella. And then Thursday next week, we're going to be here to you guys as well because England are in action. And it's England against Wales during the international break. England against Wales. Nope, Stella Artois tomorrow for me. Tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. So yes, the Thursday of next week is the day to note because England against Wales is it's an international friendly as well, but it's a friendly. But it's live on ITV1, ITVX, STV or the STV player, and then for Welsh viewers only, S4C or S4C online, and the BBC iPlayer for those who want to watch the game with Welsh language commentary. If you, but otherwise, it's ITV1 or ITVX, STV or the STV player, international break, international friendly rather, and that once again it's available on ITV1, ITVX for English and Welsh viewers. Scottish viewers can only watch on STV or the STV player. And Welsh viewers can watch on ITV1 or ITVX, but with Welsh commentary, it's on S4C as well. And then Friday the 10th. Is that a bank holiday? No, it's not. Friday the 10th. Not much going on. Oof. Saturday the 11th. I've not. Oh. Could they finish it off here, Bournemouth? Bengan and Doak across. Evanilson leaves it for Semenyo, and that's game over. 3-1 to Bournemouth. And it's all over. A perfect comeback. The Cherries ecstatic. Andoni Iraola ecstatic. and Marco Silva furious. A rainy night in Bournemouth, where in the first half we were questioning if the game was even watchable. But in the second half, Fulham's goal ignited a Bournemouth comeback. And it's turned out to be a great night at the Vitality for Andoni Iraola and his men. This will take their goal difference up to +3, and it'll move them to within the top 4, I think, in the league table. Some comeback, and Osasuna have turned affairs around against Getafe. We've played 1 minute over the 6 added on. That will have been because of the late goal. We had a bit more added time, but there's no more time. That is the full-time whistle. And it's a full-time whistle on a great win for Bournemouth. And in the middle of the comeback, the goal, which looked like the winner, was a beauty from Justin Kluivert, but Antoine Semenyo's brace most certainly has contributed as well. And the final score at the Vitality is AFC Bournemouth 3, Fulham 1. What a win for Fulham at Bournemouth. And what a nightmare for Marco Silva. So Bournemouth move up to second then, 1 point above Arsenal and to within 1 point of Liverpool. And it puts the pressure on Arsenal to get all 3 points against West Ham tomorrow. And anyways, we know that we need to get 3 points tomorrow against West Ham so that we can move up to 16 points, and where we will hope that Liverpool don't get the 3 points at Stamford Bridge tomorrow. Remember, I am at the Emirates Stadium tomorrow in attendance for Arsenal against West Ham United. So there'll be no Saturday action, but there is plenty for you to enjoy without me, including the likes of Leeds against Spurs, which is a huge fixture at 12:30 tomorrow. Kick-off, 12:30 at Ellen Road. Should be an exciting game. 3 o'clock kickoffs include Arsenal against West Ham and Man United against Sunderland. And at 5:30 is the weekend headliner, Chelsea against Liverpool. Kick-off, 5:30. You can rejoin me on Super Sunday when I'm back in the studio for Villa against Burnley, Everton against Palace, Newcastle against Forest, or Wolves against Brighton. One of those 4 2 o'clock kickoffs. All live on Sky will be a live for a watch along on Realltom Football, with all the kickoffs once again at 2 o'clock. And Brentford against Manchester City is the closing game of the weekend before the international break. Kickoff is at 4:30 for that one. So, folks, back to the league table then. We'll just quickly tell you what can happen tomorrow then, with only 4 games happening tomorrow. Well, for Tottenham, let's start with them. If they can get a win at Ellen Road, they'll move on to 14 points as well. That would put them level on points with Bournemouth, and by goal difference, they would go above the Cherries. But only by goal difference. Of course, if they draw, they will be on 12 points, level on points with Crystal Palace. By goal difference, they will move above Palace and into 4th. Leeds, on the other hand, they're in 12th at the minute, -3 goal difference. They need to clear that. Well, a point for them would put them onto 9 points, level on points with nobody after this game. So they move on to 8th position, 9 points to within 1 point of City and above Chelsea by 1. If Leeds, though, can get all 3 points tomorrow, they move on to 11 points. That would put them level on points with the likes of Sunderland, Tottenham, Sunderland and Spurs. Yep. Well, no. Yep. Ignore me. They're playing Spurs, aren't they? Of course, silly me. Anyways, Leeds can move to within the top 5 if they get all 3 points tomorrow against Spurs. And they've got quite a lot of work to do with goal difference-wise. Let's move on to Man United against Sunderland. Man United can go on to up to 10 points with a win. And Sunderland can move on to 14 points as well if they get the win at Old Trafford tomorrow. And then Arsenal know what they need to do. Liverpool, of course, as long as they don't win, will be top of the league by the end of the day, as long as Liverpool don't beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Well, folks, keep your eyes out on social media. I will have updates for you guys as I go to the Emirates tomorrow. Arsenal against West Ham. But from here, from me, we'll see you all back on Super Sunday then, ready for your Super Sunday action. And yes, I will be in London tomorrow. So take care, folks. See you all on Sunday. 2 o'clock, your cup of choice. Have a good one.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight, yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight, yeah. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.